Okay, so everything's been in the bag overnight. You definitely don't need to wait that long before removing things from the bag, depending on the epoxy you use. With US Composites, probably 2 or 3 hours is more than enough time to get everything started to cure where you could remove from the bag. But I did finish this late last night, so I'm doing this the next day. So remove from the bag, basically take the clip off. Take your molds out. Okay. So now, if you remember, I had said that if you put paper towels down first, you can reuse breather material, which is why I did that. So the breather material comes right off. That's actually stuck a little bit. But now the paper towels are really what took the brunt of everything and soaked up most of the epoxy through the peel ply. Now we want to remove this, and you don't want to just pull up or you pull everything out of your mold. You want to pull in the direction of the mold. And be careful when you start it, you don't pull anything up. You gotta be very gentle. And hold the edge of the fiberglass. Once you get it started, and then just pull in the direction of the mold, keeping it flat like this. Comes off fairly easily. That's it. Now you have a nice smooth surface, well actually a smooth rough surface that you can glue your parts right to. You don't need to do any sanding or anything, everything will stick right to that. Okay, so that's one side. Okay. Alright, now ultimately we're going to take these halves and we're going to join them together. But right now, everything is sticking up above the edge of the mold surface, so we need to get that down flat. So we do that with a razor blade. And be careful when you do this. You don't want to, you're going to end up scratching your mold no matter what. But try to limit that as much as possible. Keep your blade as flat as possible. And I've had instances where I've gone too deep and I've taken out some of the wood. You have to go back in there and fill it. So you just take your time and do it as slow as you possibly can. You're going to find a good spot where you can get it started. This is going to be the leading edge of your stab, so you want a nice tight fit there. You want to make sure that everything is nice and flush. Something I've done in the last couple molds is I leave a little bit here at the trailing edge, because when you pop this out of the mold, some molds are trickier than others to get the part out. And I find if I leave a little bit of glass here, it's something to grab and pull. So I will actually leave a little bit of glass in the trailing edge here. Did that in the last couple, and it definitely worked out well. So I'm going to do that again. Okay, one side done. This side's a little easier. You have the alignment keys on this one, so it's a little harder to trim. This one's flat. I didn't trim the other side. I'll trim this side. Keep this side flush. And that glass that's hanging over here, you'll just end up trimming that away later anyway. Everything's nice and smooth. And we have a little bit of an overhang here at the end. So we want to get that flush.